Hey guys, and welcome to another video, and welcome to episode 4 of season 2 of my career mode, which I am doing with Williams. As you guys know, last episode was pretty bad. Actually, it was pretty good. I actually forgot it was Bahrain. I thought it was China, and yeah, it was pretty good. And we come into this race in Russia. I think this is my best chance that I have to actually win the race, because I'm pretty good in Russia. But anyway, let's go to the first practice session.
Here we are at the fascinating Sochi Autodrome in Russia for what is expected to be a compelling race weekend. Well, it all begins today with practice. So Anthony, lots to do of course in these sessions, lots of programs to run. What are you looking for when you jump in the car for free practice?
Well, you have basic checks first of all. You know, is the car working correctly? What are the track conditions like? And you'll be chasing that as the session goes on. Things like that. Then you start getting into the nitty-gritty of it all, and they become more like test sessions where it's all about gathering new data, testing components, tweaking the setup and so on. So there's only so much actual practice that these drivers need. Most of them will be plenty familiar enough with the track layout, either from previous experience or from the simulator.
So here we are in the first practice session. All the programs went pretty well. Got purple in most of them, except for some few, because because of the engine really, because the engine was getting a bit worn out. We're gonna have to change it up for next year. And yeah, and we go now on to qualifying. And I said that this is my best chance to actually win a race. It's not the best chance, obviously, because we do have Azerbaijan and Canada, which, as guys know, we did pretty well last year, finishing in with the points with Sauber. But anyway, as you can see right here, we are going to upgrade the durability of the gearbox. I think that is the most important one out of all the components. And yeah, let's go to the first qualifying session.
Welcome back to Sochi. We're about to be joining the action down in the pit lane as the cars get ready to embark on their qualifying runs. This is the kind of track that eats rear tyres for breakfast, or so I'm told by more experienced drivers than myself.
Well, tyre management is key here, specifically the rears. It's all too easy to overheat and wear the rear tyres as they're punished out of the low-speed corners. Most teams won't be able to avoid some kind of issue here, especially the teams that are running less downforce.
We don't need to push too hard in this session. We should have the pace to qualify easily.
So here we are in qualifying. This is our first run of Q1. My engine is a bit worn out, as you can see there, but all in all it was feeling good. Going P4 with only a few runners, you know, out on track. I think that was pretty good in my opinion. But we decided to skip the session, and I ended up in P10. So not too bad. But definitely room for improvement. And this is our second run now in Q2, actually our first run in Q2, and we got some damage there a bit, but we finished that off in P5 pretty easily there. It wasn't the cleanest lap of all, but it did the job for now. But going on now into Q3, this is our best run of the session, going P4, and it wasn't the best lap, but which puts us in P8 for the Russian Grand Prix. P8 is, it's not too bad, but let's hope, because of the mid-runners, we will not end in some big crash like we did last year, and it ruined our race. As you guys know, I think we changed our gearbox, which made us start from the back, but we got a really good start, and our teammate hit us off, which broke a piece of our front wing, which then we were really slow. But anyway, let's go to the Russian Grand Prix.
I don't expect these are going to be any more important than usual, if I'm honest. But what I do expect, however, are a lot of drivers getting into the pits early for some kind of undercut on fresh rubber. If you can pit before the person in front, have a good stop and drive a blistering outlap, there may be 1 or 2 seconds to be gained. If anyone gets stuck behind another car, for example, that will be the go-to strategy, surely.
Well then, after an exciting qualifying session yesterday, let's take a look at how the cars line up. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Raikkonen, Daniel Ricciardo, and Verstappen, Massa, and a Williams, Ocon, and Sergio Perez, Grosjean, Magnussen, Carlos Sainz, and Kvyat, Palmer, Alonso, Pascal Wehrlein, and Marcus Ericsson. Van Dorn and Nico Hulkenberg completes the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
We're not where we expected. Aim to improve our position with a strong start.
So here we are for the Russian Grand Prix. I opted to go with no caution at all in my strategy. Just decided to go for it. More tire wear equals better, because we seem to have the pace with we seem to have a good race pace. But anyway, it's 5 lights and it's lights on and away we go. It's a pretty good start, I can see. Look at the Red Bull on the right side, had a very bad start. We make contact with the rear right of the tire of the Red Bull, but we can see there, I think it is Sergio Perez who tries to make a move down our inside, but look at what a move that was into turn 1. Well, technically turn 2, but anyway, continuing on now. So we've gained 3 positions since the start, but continuing on now, we can see Ricciardo, he has a really good pace compared to us with our worn engine, but we collide a bit there, and could have ended much worse, but I decided to back off Ricciardo for now. We're probably not gonna see him for the end of the race. But continuing on now into lap 3, we can see people are starting to get into groove of things, and people are starting to make their pit stops too. Continuing on now, there's Sergio Perez making a move on us. He's gonna get a very bad racing line out of this corner, and we're gonna have an advantage on him. And we did keep our position for now. It's currently P4. We're currently P4. He seems to have a bad run there. I'm not sure what happened. He actually locked up, and I think the Haas there passed him and actually blocked the Red Bull there of Max Verstappen. But continuing on now to lap 5, Roman Grosjean seems to have really good pace on his super soft, and is almost past us on the straight, which means we need this engine changed by the next race. But currently P2 now, almost the full grid almost made their stops, but lap 6, continuing on this lap, we can see Grosjean made a move on us, but we're gonna make a rash move to keep our position. He actually lost the position to Ricciardo there, I think. No, it's actually Verstappen. But this is going to be the lap where I make my one and only stop. And yeah, Williams tend to make really quick stops. Let's hope nobody comes in with us. There's Palmer who comes in right behind us. Let's hope we don't get blocked. And we do get blocked. Oh no, this could ruin our race. That could have lost us a few positions, definitely. But as we exit out of the pits, we're going to be in P13. Continuing on now to lap 7. As you can see, we were actually trying to talk to our engineer, asking him about the weather. He actually said that this light rain will actually turn into heavy, and you can see from the camera lens the rain is really starting to show. There we go, really deep into that corner. We're gonna probably lose 2 positions. We actually do, down to P15 now. Well, what a horrible few laps we had there. But going on to lap 10 now, we have DRS on, I think is Ocon in front of us. You can see there, I think that's Palmer who went extremely deep into that corner, lost a heap of time and heap of positions, and that's ruined his race really. And we can see now Felipe Massa is out of the race. Oh no! Felipe Massa is out of the damn race.
For fuck's sake!
But continuing on now, the rain has really started to come down. But going now to the last lap of the race is going to be a very disappointing P12, and we've actually run out of fuel. And but we're gonna hold on to P12.
Good enough. Not good enough at all. Let's push harder next time, okay?
That's a fantastic performance from Ferrari. It hardly looked in doubt. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
Here come our winning drivers then, out onto the podium at the end of a thrilling Grand Prix. The drama and excitement are over, and it's time to let it all sink in. Congratulations to our top 3 today. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Well, the lead at the top has come down after a poor result for our points leader. And now I'd like to ask you, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, my driver of the day was Nico Hülkenberg. He did a cracking job moving through the field and just highlighting why he's so highly rated in the paddock.
On to the constructors then. Ferrari moved to the top of the table. It was great having you with us for this weekend. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Until next time though, goodbye.
So P12, Russian Grand Prix. I really thought we were going to do great, but I guess we didn't. Massa could have got very solid points there, but once again getting an engine problem and retiring out of the race. Currently in 4th position in constructors, down to 9th now in the Drivers' Championship. Sergio Perez is doing better than both of us, so Force India should be better than us, but Ocon in this game is very poor for some reason, and yeah, they need to definitely fix it for the future, because Force India are actually really good in the game, but Okan is really bad in this game. He rarely finishes in points, but we can see got some more resource points, and our rivalry update is obviously good because we're in a much better car. But the Haas is doing pretty well, I can see in this season. We can see more reputation getting lost with that race, and we seem to have a new challenge, classic car challenge, but we're gonna leave it for the start of the next episode. Start the episode a bit different from the others, but if you did enjoy this video, guys, please leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.